My name's Sean.
Hey, I'm Manjot Sandhu. My name's Olivia.
So my name is Eleanor.
But I did have some experiences that I can't, I don't know, it's been years and I can't as an adult justify how that happened.
And I do believe in paranormal activities.
And I believe in paranormal activity.
And I do believe.
But I did have some experiences that I can't, I don't know, it's been years and I can't as an adult justify how that happened and where that came from. But I used to play piano, and the way my room was positioned is that I had my bed and I had the piano right above my head, and I had two chairs there. So I went to bed and I remember closing my door and I had a cat back there too, kicking my cat out because she wouldn't let me sleep at night. She'd bite, whatever. So I just kicked her out of the room and I closed the door. And I remember laying in bed and hearing the chair over my head, like somebody sat on it. Like you could hear a chair makes a noise, you know? So I'm like, okay. And I'm laying there thinking it can't be my cat because I just kicked her out. So I was like, okay, maybe old chair, like an old house that makes a noise. So I'm just laying there, and then all of a sudden I hear like that, like an old.
Like that clear?
Yeah, it was absolutely clear. It was like an old man's breathing. It was once. It wasn't.
So it's something you know for sure. If you heard that sound, if an old man was right there and he made that sound, you'd be like, oh.
Oh, thank God he wasn't there. But yeah, I heard it, and it was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to do. I was scared to get up, so I just dunked under the blanket, and I think I just fell asleep after that. But it was really scary.
Hi, I'm Manjot Sandhu, and I do believe in paranormal activities because my sister, she had a few experiences with, she saw spirits in our house, and she would quite often have views, she would see spirits and she would scream, yelling at the end of at the middle of the night. So that's how I believe.
Yeah, that's the only time I can recall something like that happening. And I remember going to my grandma and telling her about it. So the way she was explaining to me is that, I just told you, that in those countries there were so many people that have been killed, due to war and everything. And even the way, the grounds where our house was, it used to be a cemetery, I don't know how many years ago.
Where the house where that happened?
Yeah, it was many years ago. It was 100-something years ago. There used to be a cemetery, and then they built a new division on top of it. There's no regulations like in Canada. It wouldn't happen here.
Yeah.
But so she said it's because there's so many people that have died because of war, in Russia and Ukraine and just whole that part of the world. There were so many souls that were just everywhere, and that's why she didn't scare me. She told me that I shouldn't be scared because a lot of these spirits could be kind spirits too, right? So it depends how you provoke them.
So I remember as grade 8, grade 7, maybe a bit younger. I was about 11 years old, and we were playing a game called hide and go seek in the dark. It's a fun game, but I decided to hide under my friend's staircase, I guess. And I didn't think anybody was going to find me. So they decided to just not play anymore, and I was left under there for about 5 minutes. And all of a sudden I hear a voice saying, "Nice hiding spot," but it was like a man's voice. My friends were 12 years old at the time, and I just ran upstairs, scared shitless.
Well, basically, she didn't nobody really talks about how they would act because you wouldn't know. But we have these little, not superstitions, but these little things that you can't leave a knife out on the table at night, because if you do have a ghost that's unfriendly, they could easily come and stab you. And there are instances maybe those are murders that nobody even pursued, but basically you're not allowed to leave a knife out in the open at night, or scissors. You're supposed to put them somewhere. If you have a knife holder, you put it there. And if you have a kind ghost, or if you have a ghost living with you, it's better, I told you, to just leave some food out for the ghost to keep in the friendly zone, and not anger them in any way.